Today's message is simple. You have already done more than you think. The shift didn't begin when you felt ready. It began the moment you stopped letting distortion sit unquestioned in your field and took even one small action that said no more. Every time you unfollowed a voice that fed on fear or confusion, every time you deleted something that no longer felt true, every time you chose silence over re-entering an old argument, you weren't just tidying your life. You were clearing the collector lines that used your nervous system as a data farm. What leaves your space now is not loss. It is a clearance event. It is making room for a pure stream, where your system no longer auto-downloads mimic scripts by default. You are starting to see the patterns behind the faces, emotional manipulation, guilt hooks, be terrified for your safety projections, people and systems that only feel stable when you are off balance. The moment you see it clearly, the veil breaks. It no longer operates as invisible code. It becomes obvious, clumsy, almost laughably predictable. That sight alone is enough to shatter a huge portion of its power over you. From here, action matters, not frantic action, clean action. One decisive step taken from truth changes the field more than 1,000 anxious moves taken from fear. You are crossing a threshold where truth is offered rather than forced. You do not need to scream to be heard. Your alignment broadcasts louder than your volume. When you choose not to comply with what drains you, that choice is registered in the architecture of this reality. There is a full recalibration underway in you and around you. The way you orient to relationships, to systems, to your own sensitivity is being reset. Old emotional roles are collapsing: caretaker, scapegoat, silent absorber, problem solver for everyone but yourself. You may feel surges of grief, anger, or emptiness as these roles deactivate. That is not you failing, that is the field releasing all of the compensations you built just to survive in a disordered design. At the same time, a different call is sounding. You are being asked to choose what to build from. Now, the familiar path that keeps you looping inside a patched up structure, or the unknown path where you allow a new design to come through you. You are not bound to the blueprint you were handed by family, culture, institutions, or old timelines. You can override it. You can rebuild your destiny from a different set of instructions. Beneath all of this is movement. There is something older than your trauma, older than this lifetime, older than the structures you are watching crack. Before the first story, before the first role, there was a pure vibration that is uniquely yours. As you step out of mimic loops, that original sound becomes easier to hear again. It comes through as the thought that feels like clean relief, the choice that feels like oxygen, the truth that lands in your body before your mind can argue. Let this be your orientation now. You do not need to force collapse. The override has already been actioned. What is not aligned with that original frequency will continue to shake, glitch, reveal itself, and fall away. Your only job is to keep choosing from the clear stream rather than distortion. Remember who you are, not who the old blueprint told you to be, and let your next actions come from there.